Hello and welcome to another episode here in this channel. This is very special, not only because I am shooting this here in Malaysia, my first international travel, but honestly, itong topic na to, it's something that I think a lot of us quietly struggle with. Not only the pressure to succeed, but that pressure that comes when life starts changing, when your paths start to split from the people who used to walk right beside you. So, napaka-timely niya because a lot of my friends as well as the people from the sphere of my influence also experienced this grief, this sadness. Ayun. So, konting background lang, when I was teaching sa UP Manila, I always give like class bonuses. Tapos, noong last semester ko of teaching, I actually asked them to write questions about adulting and life na pwede kong itakal sa podcast. And this is one of those episodes. Itong episode na to, bunga rin ito noong ganap na yon. And I am starting this series with this question from Decs. Shoutout sa'yo, Decs! O, di ba special pala yung episode mo? Andito pa sa Kuala Lumpur. Ayan, nag-share siya sa akin ng really honest message about this. Medyo pinaraphrase ko na lang siya. So sabi niya, Sir, I'm not pressured about being successful in the future, but I'm scared of change. Like, how can I handle med school if my friends, the ones that I've been with for 4 years, won't be there anymore? I'm not fond of change, and it makes me feel pressured when life shifts and the people I'm used to are gone. When I read that, I felt it because same. We have that quiet sadness when you realize that life doesn't stay in that one comfortable place. So, in my case, it's LB. And meron tayong one chapter talaga where you and your friends were all together. Na hindi tayo nagsistay doon sa chapter na yon. You know, we often talk about pressure like it's all about grades, all about jobs, success. But sometimes, pressure comes from the fear of losing what feels safe. You know, when we're used to having people around, like our classmates, yung mga barkada natin, the usual coffee after class, yung random na ayaan papunta sa inuman and such, we start to build our rhythm around them. You know, then suddenly, graduation hits. Some people go to med school, some people go to, law school, some people work abroad, some people start working and moving out of the same place that you were with them nung college. And even if you're genuinely happy for them, alam mo yun, parang may part sa loob mo na parang, wait, what now? Kaya ko ba to? Can I really handle this without them? Can I really face, my next chapter without them, without my friends? And I want to remind you na that is not a weakness. That's actually love. Pag meron kang ganon, hindi siya weakness na parang kailangan ko kasing ganito bakit ako merong ganitong nararamdaman? So it means you built something meaningful enough that losing it or even just changing it feels like losing a piece of yourself. I remember when I shifted paths myself, when I took a new direction in life, that meant I wouldn't see my friends as often. Nung senior high school, nung college, I already accepted it. Nung una, akala ko okay lang. Pero over time, that quiet sadness started creeping in. You scroll through your photos and suddenly, nostalgia hits harder than you expect. And I feel like most of my friends can notice this kasi may mga sessions akong ganyan na parang punta ako sa hard drive ko, tapos nagsisend lang ako sa kanila ng mga photos. Then you'll start thinking, will it ever feel the same again? And the answer to that is, it won't. But that doesn't mean it gets worse. It just becomes different. I think one of the hardest parts of growing up is realizing that everyone grows differently. And sometimes, that means growing apart. Yung mga friends mo puntahan sa ibang lugar. Ikaw, nasa ibang lugar ka rin. But pressure doesn't always mean we can't handle change. It means we care deeply about what's changing. Let's be real. Yung mga life transitions like entering med school, having a new job, or even just moving to a new city makes us question our strength. Sometimes we ask the question, can I handle this alone? But what I've learned is we don't really handle change by pretending we are okay. We handle it by allowing ourselves to grieve a little, to feel that sadness without guilt. There's this mindset shift that helped me. Instead of thinking na I'm losing people, that I'm losing them, I'm thinking I'm carrying them with me in a different way. So every memory, every inside joke, every late night kwentuhan, they become part of who you are. So even when you're walking alone, you're actually walking with pieces of everyone who helped shape you. And ayun, sa lahat ng mga tao, even mentors, friends, and ayun, lalo na ngayon, because technology, nandyan na sila. Meron tayong group chats, may mga random memes, yung mga streaks sa TikTok, mga midnight messages, etc. And nandyan na siya. It can connect us. But the deeper part is knowing that you don't have to be in the same room to still belong in each other's lives. That's the deep part of it na I hope we continue to realize. Now, let us talk about redefining connection and growth. Let's be honest. Change feels unfair sometimes, but growth often asks us to let go of comfort so we can discover capacity. We can discover our strength. Friendships aren't meant to stay frozen in time. They're like plants. Ayan, sige, gagamitin ko na yung crop scientist ko dito. They're like plants. They grow in different directions, but the roots remain the same. You'll meet new people. You'll find new communities. And when you do, it doesn't mean your old friendships mattered less. Ang ibig sabihin lang nun, you are expanding your world. And that's, I think, how we as humans are supposed to be. So, if you're listening right now and you're scared of that next chapter, maybe med school, maybe law school, maybe working in a new place, or maybe just stepping into the unknown, remember this. It is okay to miss them. It is okay to cry sometimes, but it's also okay to let new people in. You don't have to choose between holding on and moving on, because you can actually do both. And you can remember the past and still move forward with hope. Ayun, before I end this, medyo papadilim na rin kasi, I just want to say that change will always come. That's the only thing that is certain in this world. But pressure, that means your heart's still in it. It means that you are caring for those people, you're caring for those friendships that you've built throughout the years. You'll have days where you will feel like you're drifting apart from everyone, but someday you'll look back and realize that those quiet spaces, the moments when you were alone, these are actually where you discovered your strength. So here's a little thought to end today's episode. When paths start to split, maybe it's not about losing each other. Maybe it's about learning how to love each other differently. Thanks for listening sa episode na to. And if this episode hit home, send it to a friend who might be feeling the same thing. And if you are going through a season of change right now, I see you, I feel you, and I promise you'll be okay. This is Josh. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!